Council. I'd like to thank you for the opportunity to talk to Council about the heritage designation of Laura Secord Public School. The board is very concerned with the potential heritage designation of the building and site. This designation will hinder the board's plan to dispose of the site in a reasonable time frame. A heritage designation will create additional requirements for prospective purchasers, namely an increased length of time to incorporate components into building and site items for future development plans, and the need to obtain additional permits for demolition and heritage. All of these items would result in additional time and cost for the prospective purchaser. The board would therefore respectfully request that council not support the heritage designation of the building and property known as Laura Secord Public School.
Thank you. Are there questions? Councillor Laura.
Yes, thank you, Lord Mayor. I'm just wondering if you're aware of the secondary plan work.
Yes, I have that.
And in that school site section, there was indication of trying to preserve the school for adaptive reuse.
Yes.
Just wanted to make sure you were aware of that, because we have applicants who want to ensure that, and it sounds like by this letter that you may not be committed.
Well, we would like to leave our options open if there's something out there that somebody wants to do. Like if they want to develop it as a park or whatever, we just don't want to have encumbrances on the property.
I think the concern by them is that they may, once you've sold it, that unless there's enough controls on it, that they may say, well, let's tear it down, and therefore we're not preserving the heritage factor. So that seems to be the other side of it. I appreciate your comments.
Are there any? Councillor Caller.
Thank you, Lord Mayor. I was trying to write down, I think you had 3 or 4 bullets as to why you didn't want this done. Can you enunciate them again?
Most certainly. The increased length of time to incorporate components of the building and site items into development plans. The additional time for permits for demolition and heritage. And that all of these would obviously increase the time and costs for the prospective purchaser if you have to incorporate all of those items into.
Okay, Councillor Caller.
Our Queen Street is currently under designation as not as a specific property, but as an entire district. And as you know, we just had a tragedy of a fire. And yet we are working very hard to get them back into the ground and rebuild by the summer. Would you find that kind of time frame onerous?
No.
And so perhaps the time element is not all that important, because we have a really well-functioning MHC and design team in the town that will work with the owners, whether it's designated or not. And since this is an important property, we would expect that you would go through the design team as a voluntary situation, whether it's designated or not, because we would like that property to continue in some form or another that's important to the community. And so I hope that you will take away with you that our MHC is not a stumbling block. In fact, I see it as just the opposite.
Thank you. Are there any other questions or comments? Oh, I'm sorry. Councillor Viola.
Thank you, Lord Mayor. To you, to the deputants. It is my understanding that the property was a gift at one time from a group of ladies and a wealthy gentleman from Buffalo to the school board. So is the school board is willing enough to give their good hearts by giving back the favor? And at the same time, the reason why I ask that is because of the fact there's a lot of history in that particular building, the Laura Secord Memorial School. And it's a gem itself in the Queenston, the heart of Queenston. And in that area there is also the green space right there in the center of Queenston. So to take it away, like that, because one of the bullets you said is demolition of the building I think it's not, it's unfolded.
I don't believe the board would be willing to give it back.
But at the same token,
That was a
I'm just right. But at the same token,
Some of
to you, Lord Mayor, certainly you're not, but you have to realize also, and I realize, that the school board is a not-for-profit organization. So with that alone, so really, money is not the problem at all on your part. Because if you're not a not-for-profit, you don't care if you're going to give it back or sell it to us at a less value.
Maybe Ms. Thompson can take your message back.
But I just want to take the message to her, Lord Mayor, that it's a gem, like it's not in the heart of Princeton. So we like, in fact, I do agree and I supported 100% recommendation of our AMETS, the Heritage Committee, and they state time and time again the importance of that. Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you. Is that everybody? Yes, thanks very much for coming forward.